What's up, Internet? Corey Zamy here, back, finally, with another Open Tag Monday response to Israel Pacheco. I can't get the light right because it's too bright in this room, but we're gonna run with it anyway. Israel Pacheco, we've missed you. I'll speak for YouTube as a whole, I guess. We fucking missed you. Welcome back. Now, we don't really have real video responses anymore, but I'll be hitting them up on Twitter or in the comments section. And please check out his channel, because I'm not going to stay rambling about this forever. And subscribe so you can see everybody else's videos. You can check him out. You can participate. Please participate. Open Tag Mondays. And I'm out of breath already, and I haven't even started the subject. Let's go. Now, first off, he talks about fanboyism, and the title of this video is going to be about fanboyism and casual and hardcore gamers. Fanboyism, I don't think I was ever really, I definitely am not currently a fanboy. I'm definitely not a fanboy right now. I do enjoy PlayStation 4 and, well, I enjoy PlayStation 4. I'd say I enjoy Wii U, but I just bought Mario Kart 8 and I have yet to play it because I'm so addicted to fucking NBA 2K14. But that's a different story for a different day and a different video. But back in the day, I did happen to be, for at least a little while, a Sega fanboy. And not for any good reason, other than it was the first system I ever owned outright as my own. I got the Sega Genesis Model 2 for Christmas one morning, along with Echo the Dolphin, which I think is probably the worst game on the Sega Genesis, and I hated it. I think it also came with Sonic 2, but I think I'd already played Sonic 2 at my friend's house, so I was all about the Echo that first day, and pretty much spent the rest of the time playing that game trying to beach the fucker, because the actual gameplay sucks. It was just fun to try and beach him. Don't call PETA. And my reason for being a Sega fanboy back in the day was stupid. It was the system I had, which, okay, that makes sense. Fight for what you have. One of the things I would always argue about with my friends is that the Sega Genesis must be more powerful than the Super Nintendo, and wait for it, not because of blast processing, I don't even know what the fuck that was back then, but because the Super Nintendo could only have just been an upgrade of the Nintendo, whereas the Sega Genesis was a whole new product. Yeah, that's, you know, 8-year-old Corey logic for you. Now, off the topic of fanboyism, because I don't think it's the real meat and potatoes of this subject, hardcore versus casual gamer. I don't even like the term gamer, to be honest, but we're gonna have to use it for the purpose of this topic. When asked what I do as like a hobby, I don't really consider myself a gamer. I wouldn't say, oh, I'm a gamer, you know, I play video games a lot. I think about video games a lot, that's for certain. I think about collecting them a lot. I enjoy watching people play video games a lot. I enjoy video games in general. I don't consider myself a gamer, but for the purpose of this topic, I would definitely and definitively fall into the camp of casual gamer. Now, that's not to say that I don't go crazy when a new Call of Duty comes out sometimes, given it was probably Modern Warfare 3 was the last time I gave a shit. But I just don't play them enough, like, to be honest. For a while there, in the last few months, the only time I'd play video games is when I had to record for Let's Play somethings, and sometimes that was less than an hour a week. You know, that's not like anything ridiculous. That you can't consider that hardcore for sure. And if you've seen any of my Let's Play Something videos, there's another thing you will notice. I am terrible at video games. I'm just not good. I have very little skill whatsoever, and that stems from being content as a child to watching my friends or cousins play the games rather than fighting for the controller myself. I would watch my friend endlessly play Super Mario 64, and I would just be content to watch it. I didn't want to grab the controller from him. I didn't want my turn. That wasn't even a thing. That wasn't even a concept for me. I didn't care. I was probably the best friend to have when you were playing video games, because you didn't have to give up the controller to me. I didn't give a fuck. I was content just to watch the game be played. I didn't need to play it myself. And that is the reason why, as player 2, I would always get curb stomped in games. I remember talking a lot of shit and never being able to back it up when we'd play head-to-head in Star Fox 64. Diddy Kong Racing, I would never win. I don't think I have one win. Never. Not one. And GoldenEye 64, or Perfect Dark, basically the same game. 0 wins. I would actually probably never be positive. Like, I can be positive in some of the fucking Call of Duty games, not in GoldenEye. Not a chance. Another thing I have to talk about is I wasn't even that, like, in tune to what other gamers liked back then. Like, to be honest, I never heard about Metroid or Samus until Smash Brothers came out, and I was wondering who the hell this character was. And then that's when it starts going back to, like, oh, I remember reading in a video game magazine, like, oh, spoilers, you know, Samus Aran is a girl, kind of thing, for this game called Metroid that I'd never heard of back in the day. And that it'd be one thing if I wanted to rent it from Blockbuster and it was never in stock. I never heard of it. I do not remember ever seeing it on my shelf at my Blockbusters. I had, like, 3 Blockbusters close to me. Never saw it at any one of them. When you watch me play a game like Super Metroid, I never had either the idea or the inclination to play that as a kid because my friends didn't play it. If my friends didn't play it, I didn't even watch it get played, and I never had the opportunity to rent it. So, I guess that's just me bitching about people saying I suck at Super Metroid. It's true, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It wasn't me. Shaggy up in this bitch. Please like, comment, subscribe, check out Israel Pacheco's channel, and leave your video response to how you feel about casual versus hardcore gaming and fanboyism. Keep it real, internet. Hope you're not seasick from me moving all around and shit.